So grateful I found Yada Sensei.
Yada Sensei is truly a mysterious man. The issue I'd believed for so long was in my arm. He figured it out with just one look, something I couldn't understand for years. He called it out in a matter of seconds. Those were the quiet but powerful words Dodgers pitcher Emmet Sheehan shared after the game. And right now, they're drawing major attention among Dodgers fans.
Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe.
He's a wizard.
Until just a few weeks ago, the young right-hander was struggling with an ERA in the 5.0s, with some even whispering that he could be dropped from the rotation. But then, he returned to the mound looking like a completely different pitcher, showing all the signs of a stunning comeback. And behind that turnaround was one Japanese man, known as Yamamoto's personal trainer. That man was Osamu Yada. Around the Dodgers clubhouse, the players call him this with affection: Yada Sensei. Inside a clubhouse filled with some of the biggest stars in the world, Yada is anything but flashy. With his calm expression streaked with gray, he never barks out instructions or tries to command the room. Instead, he quietly watches the way each player's body moves, and then speaks only the words that truly need to be said. But sometimes, that one single sentence is enough to change the course of a player's baseball life. Yamamoto's overwhelming stamina, his rock-solid conditioning that never seems to break down over the course of a long season, and the powerful throwing mechanics. That helped transform Mookie Betts during spring training, sharpening him almost like a pitcher. Behind all of it was a unique approach to body conditioning and training theory. And little by little, that philosophy had started drawing attention, not just inside the Dodgers organization, but among people across Major League Baseball as well. And now, the next player beginning to change in a major way under Yada's guidance was pitcher Emmet Sheehan. This season, Sheehan had been entrusted with a spot in the Dodgers' starting rotation. But until just a few weeks ago, he was stuck in a deep tunnel, unable to find his way out. His command was shaky. Walks kept putting him in trouble, and when he left a pitch over the plate, it got punished for extra bases. His ERA ballooned into the 5.0s, and every time he took the mound, the same question started to follow him. Can he really get through this next one? Then came the hard words from manager Dave Roberts. His next start might be his last chance. The young right-hander had been pushed right to the crossroads of his career. The one who helped create the turning point that saved him was Yamamoto. Yamamoto has never been the type to strongly push something on others. He's the kind of man who quietly puts in the work and lets the results speak for themselves. And yet, that quiet man reached out to a younger teammate who was struggling. Yamamoto personally brought Sheehan to Yada Sensei.
The day that changed Sheehan's fate.
That day, before the game at Dodger Stadium, a quiet scene unfolded on the field. Emmet Sheehan stood in front of Yada, his expression completely serious. Yada watched his mechanics in silence. By all accounts, it only took a few seconds. Then he said this: "The problem with your pitching isn't your arm. It's deeper than that. It's in the way you're using your lower half." In that moment, something changed inside Sheehan. For so long, he had believed the problem was in his arm swing and the feel of his release. He thought he needed to whip his arm harder. He thought he needed to command the baseball with even more precision. But the more he chased those answers, the tighter his body became. And little by little, his delivery lost the natural rhythm that had once made him so effective. But what Yada was looking at wasn't his arm. It was the way he was using his legs. the way he received force from the ground, then transferred. That energy from his lower half to his core, and finally into his arm. Not forcing the ball with just the arm, but letting the entire body work together to deliver it naturally. For Sheehan, it felt like someone had finally put into words the very thing he had been missing all along. The moment I heard Yada's words, I knew it was real. The answer I'd been searching for all this time wasn't in my arm. It was at my feet. From that point on, over the next several weeks, Sheehan kept working to ingrain the feeling Yada Sensei had taught him into his body. And what Yada was teaching wasn't just mechanical advice. It wasn't simply, move your arm this way, grip the ball this way, change your release point like this. It went far beyond those surface-level fixes. What he was teaching Sheehan was how to bring back the natural movements the human body is meant to have, standing, walking, running, and reconnect those movements to pitching. On the surface, it sounds incredibly simple. But truly understanding something that simple with your body, that's not easy at all. Yamamoto described Yada's teaching like this: "What Sensei teaches isn't something you can fully understand with your head right away. You have to test it with your body over and over again, and little by little, it starts to become part of you. So it's not the kind of thing that changes you overnight the very day you learn it. It changes you gradually, through the accumulation of daily work." And Sheehan took that process incredibly seriously. He took it seriously. Those words may be the single most important key to understanding Emmet Sheehan's comeback. Because he had been pushed all the way to the edge, Sheehan didn't brush off Yada's words as just another piece of advice. Pitch by pitch, he checked how he was using his legs. He fought the habit of trying to force the ball through with his arm. And within the full flow of his body, he searched for that feeling of the ball coming out naturally. That steady, painstaking work began to change the pitcher he was on the mound, little by little. Then came the game against the Padres. Facing one of the league's most dangerous lineups, Sheehan attacked with confidence and let it fly. He gave up one run in the fourth on an RBI hit by Jackson Merrill. But outside of that, he never truly unraveled. By the time he walked off the mound with one out in the fifth after 96 pitches, his line looked like this: 3 hits allowed, 5 strikeouts, and just 1 run surrendered. If you only look at the final numbers, maybe it wasn't a perfect outing. And in the end, the Dodgers' bullpen gave up runs, so Sheehan didn't come away with the win. But what truly mattered in this game wasn't the final result. It was the fact that Emmet Sheehan had started to get his pitching back on the mound. After the game, he spoke quietly at his locker. "While I was out there on the mound, Yada Sensei's words stayed in my body the whole time. Not my arm, my legs. The moment I focused on that, my pitching felt completely different. Today, for the first time in a long time, I was able to trust my stuff again." Those words hit Dodgers fans hard. If you look at the numbers alone, Sheehan is still in the middle of his comeback. One strong outing doesn't mean everything has been fixed. There will be more tough starts ahead, and there will probably be days when he runs into another wall. But even so, something real had already changed inside him. It wasn't just the way he pitched. The way he approached pitching itself had changed. Yamamoto spoke about Sheehan's transformation like this: "When I introduced him to Yada, I honestly didn't expect him to pick it up this quickly. But he was incredibly serious about it. He trusted Sensei's words and kept facing his own body every single day. I'm really happy that work has started to show up in the results." For Yamamoto, Yada's teachings are a foundation that has supported his own career. That's exactly why seeing those same teachings help a teammate must have carried a special meaning for him. Yamamoto is not the kind of pitcher who only cares about his own success. When he truly believes in something, he quietly passes it on to someone who needs it. And that mindset is what created the opening for Emmet Sheehan's comeback. And Yada, too, is not someone who stands in the spotlight. The ones who receive the cheers are the players. The ones whose names are called in the biggest moments of victory are the players. But behind all of that, there is someone quietly watching their bodies. Someone who can detect the slightest sign that something is off and deliver exactly the words that need to be said. And sometimes, that one sentence can change a player's future. What happened with Emmet Sheehan was a perfect symbol of that. What Yada taught wasn't some kind of magic. Not the arm, but the legs. Not brute force, but the full flow of the body. Not rushing to find an answer, but continuing to face your own body day after day. It wasn't some flashy theory, but for a young pitcher who had been lost and struggling, those words felt like a single beam of light found in the darkness. Emmet Sheehan hasn't been fully reborn just yet. His story is still unfolding from here. And the reason this story has touched so many fans is because it isn't just a story about mechanics or coaching. It's also the story of Yamamoto noticing a younger teammate who was struggling and reaching out. Maybe, just maybe, this entire story is a quiet glimpse into the real secret behind the Dodgers' strength. The kind of strength Shohei Ohtani has been showing everyone all along.
Thanks for watching all the way through. What did you think? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us as we continue to follow Shohei Ohtani's incredible journey. See you in the next one.